Hi, this is Ree with your weekly report on shit I see on the internet. Babel restaurant in mainland Pretoria is known for its chic and sophisticated atmosphere, offering a blend of South African and international cuisine, including traditional dishes like beef stew, mogodu, and sushi. It has gained popularity as a vibrant lounge restaurant that also hosts themed events like date nights and soulful sessions. However, the restaurant has recently faced serious accusations involving employee mistreatment and illegal employment practices. These allegations surfaced after a viral social media post by a former employee who claimed that staff were required to work without formal contracts. Illegal. Employees were only paid through tips with no fixed salaries. Workers had to purchase their own uniforms and tools, such as bottle openers and lighters. Breaks were not provided during shifts, with workers often sneaking foods or drinks in secret. These claims prompted the Department of Labor to raid the restaurant. During the raid, the owner of the owner and two employees were arrested. The latter of for lacking proper legal documentations to work in South Africa. The Labor Department also found health and safety violations, leading to the halt in operations until the restaurant meets regulatory compliance. You know what? I know she only came to TikTok to talk about how she was mistreated at work, but if as a country we really investigated the things that happen in the hospitality industry, a lot happens in that industry, whether you own a let's not talk about clubbing culture, whether you own a restaurant, a resort, a spa, it's just a lot happens. Shibeleba Molaile DJ somebody. Rest in peace. Moving on to the bad news. Janet Jackson was scheduled to headline the 2024 Delicious Festival, which is, by the way, happening. Well, you guys are going to see it on Saturday. I'm posting this on Saturday on the 21st. It's happening this weekend, love. But she cancelled her performance due to the recent passing of her brother, Tito Jackson. This announcement led to disappointment among fans who were eagerly awaiting her performance. In response, the festival organizers replaced her with hip-hop legend Busta Rhymes and pop star Jason Derulo as new headliners. I feel like people who were paying money to go see Janet Jackson don't want to see Busta Rhymes or Jason Derulo. It's not the same fan base. People were paying to see Janet Jackson. Like, if I'm... By the way, it doesn't make me a bad person that, like, I'm happy that Janet Jackson is not coming. Like, if people can't enjoy the Delicious... If I can enjoy the Delicious Festival, then I feel like other people should suffer too. So, I don't feel bad for you guys. I don't have anyone to go with. So, I need to start going to these things alone, actually, and just vlogging the experience. But then it's not safe to go alone because, again, I live in a shithole country. Women generally do not have any regard for women, so I will die if I choose to go anywhere alone. The mall, the bathroom in the mall, anywhere alone. I'm just risking it. Fingers crossed every day I wake up and leave the house. Every single fucking day. But I'm just saying, if I can't enjoy DSTV Delicious Festival, then nobody can enjoy it. And give me le hore baba yang mustn't enjoy it. And I just feel like people who paid thousands of rands to go, because tickets start at general is 1,050 rands, and then Hoyakudim I think is 3.5 something, but like for a booth, I mean, or is it a table? I don't know what it is, but I know it's like per like one ticket 3,000 and something, excuse me, per person, and you have access to whatever stage, the DSTV stage or something. I don't know. You have access to a stage where other people don't have access to, like general people don't have access to. And if people are paying more than 3K to have a closer view of Janet Jackson and to have to have like be at a concert and sit comfortably, then I just feel like, why bring Busta Rhymes? Like, bring someone else. Monica. Who else? Who else is giving Janet Jackson? Okay, Monica's R&B. She's not really pop. But you guys get what I'm saying. Bring someone who just like aligns with Janet Jackson. At least her Busta Rhymes. What? And Jason Derulo. Janet Jackson is old enough to be Jason Derulo's mom. But at least a guy with Jason Derulo. It's not the same. Anyway, despite the lineup change, no ticket refunds were being offered, which has upset some attendees. Imagine. The festival, however, will continue with other major acts, including Jill Scott, who will close out the event on Sunday. I'm actually jealous that I can't attend the DSTV Delicious Festival and I can't see Jill Scott. You know, I've never seen Jill Scott perform in my life, mainly because I'm 20 and she's had a career longer than I've been alive. So I was not old enough to ever attend her concerts or see her on tour. And now I have a chance to, but I have no one to go with. I'm really this close to just buying a last minute ticket and going. But then I go on Twitter and apparently the DSTV Delicious Festival is like not the same anymore. It's become about groove, and you know how groove culture ruins spaces, especially spaces that were created like Woody Farmers Market. Now that what JV and there's alcohol available and there's music, farmers markets is not the same anymore. Groove culture in South Africa generally ruins everything, and apparently that's what happened to the DSTV Delicious Festival. Oh God, I just want to see Jill Scott. It's not about like after her set I'm leaving. Like I'm gonna come late and leave early. Like after she performs I'm out of there immediately. I'm not gonna sit and socialize. I just want to see her. You love me especially different every time you keep me are you kidding me? I just want to hear her perform that song, only that song. Not okay. On to sad, heartbreaking news. Sello Motloung, a well-known South African actor, tragically passed away on the 15th of September at the age of 54. He collapsed. Ooh, accent there. He collapsed at his home in Johannesburg and later died in hospital. Throughout his career, he made a lasting impact on the South African entertainment industry, starring in popular TV series such as Isidingo, Generation Backstage, Rhythm City, and The Wife. I know him from Ring of Lies. Love him so much. He also portrayed Nelson Mandela in the 2017 film An Act of Defiance and had roles in Invictus and How to Steal 2 Million. Motloung was celebrated for his versatility across television, film, and theatre. He was a devout Catholic, active in his community, and credited his faith shaping his legacy. Amen. His passing followed that of a fellow actor, Darlington Michaels, adding to the sorrow felt in the South African acting community. Rest in peace to both of them. I really don't know Darlington Michaels. I don't watch TV that much. I watch TV, just not that much. And I fell in love with his acting. Ring of Lies. Like so much. Like every time I see him, or I see him as like promo on a post on a billboard, I'm like, I know this show is gonna be nice because he's in it. You know, there's that one person, you know the show is not gonna disappoint. And even if the script is written badly and you sit there and you're like, I could write a better script, but you know his acting is not gonna disappoint. He never disappoints. Speaking of disappointments, Sean Diddy Combs' legal troubles. He's in legal troubles as we speak. Well, he's been in legal troubles. This is not his year, you know. These legal troubles stem from a federal indictment in which he faces multiple severe charges, including sex trafficking, racketeering, imagine, that's a RICO charge, kidnapping, arson, and other criminal activities. Prosecutors alleged that Diddy had a criminal enterprise responsible for exploiting and abusing individuals for several years. According to reports, many victims and witnesses have provided corroborated testimonies of violence and exploitation at Diddy's direction. The charges under the RICO Act RICO stands for racketeer influenced and corrupt organizations Act are particularly damaging, as they suggest that Diddy's illegal activities were part of a larger organized effort, not isolated events. Racketeering laws allow the government to prosecute an entire criminal enterprise, increasing the gravity of the case. That's crazy. Who else is involved? Because how about an enterprise, but there's more people? This has led to some legal experts to compare Diddy's situation to that of R. Kelly, who faced similar accusations and was sentenced to decades in prison. Robert is never seeing the sun ever again. Diddy is currently being held at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn, where he remains under procedural suicide watch. His legal team continues to fight for his release on bail. Better not, but his requests have been denied due to seriousness of the charges and the weight of evidence against him. There is way too much evidence against him, and I believe he did everything. If convicted, Diddy faces a possible life sentence. Why is he deaf? He's a molester, isn't he? The case has garnered widespread attention, with legal experts suggesting that the trial will be high profile and lengthy given the severity of the allegations and the number of witnesses involved. It's gonna be the case of the who's that guy again? The one that killed his wife, Simpson. OJ Simpson. OJ like, I'm not black, I'm OJ. Okay. Anyway, what if he walks like OJ? Didn't OJ murder his wife? What if he walks? It just depends on what kind of a lawyer Diddy has. What if he walks? What if his lawyer is like not afraid to cross lines and commit crimes to make sure he walks? What are we gonna do then? I know what I'll be doing. Absolutely fucking nothing. He's not gonna find me. He's not gunning for me. So, askies. Anyway, I was gonna say this is a reminder to tell Nicki Minaj to spam her account and tell her to come to SA, but we know that bitch is not coming to SA. Apparently, this is the second leg of her tour. She's on the second leg of her tour, and after this, it is apparent that she's gonna be done with this tour, Pink Friday 2. And she's teasing a new album. She better not release a new album and then come to SA after that new album, because I was so ready for this album. I loved so many songs on Pink Friday 2, so she better not come to SA ever again. Anyway, that's the end of the segment. Somebody needs stuff, guys. I'm reading at my podcast. So this past week I posted on my TikTok that this nail tech did me so dirty. Y'all see this? Y'all can't see this. These are so fucking terrible. I don't know if you guys can see this because the camera quality is terrible. I'm gonna go buy a new camera though, don't worry. Right, so they did me so dirty, and the quality of their hair is like not amazing, especially for the prices they charge. Like they're charging like 500 rand for like goddess locks, but you have to bring your own hairpiece. I'm like, that's crazy. In Brahm, it's the same price, and they provide you with fiber, high quality fiber at that. Their prices are ridiculous. They're just taking the advantage of the fact that they are dealing with students. They don't know who students can be very fucking cheap if they want to be, and they won't stay open for long, because there was a salon not far from where they are who did the same thing. Their prices were very fucking crazy, and they were so arrogant and so rude. Their customer service just sucks, and I'm not gonna lie. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, they spent 5.5 hours for me to have gum on my nails. 5.5. And people think I'm exaggerating. It's not even 5.5. It's 5 minutes and it's 5 hours and 45 minutes. And I was fed up. I didn't even say goodbye. I didn't say thank you. I just left. Right before I went to sleep, I reversed a transaction. I got no ways. If she wants to escalate the situation, then she'll tell me. But otherwise, I made it very apparent. It's been more than 48 hours now. She hasn't even said, hey, why did you reverse the money, whatever. Nothing. She knows what she doesn't deserve, that 350 rands. If you guys see my toes, it's terrible. This is anyway. So right now I'm on the TikTok page, and people are like in their comments, and that's what I didn't want. That's what I didn't want. Niggas are bad, guys. Let's get out. Don't go to the TikTok page and like speak shit on them. Like, y'all can speak shit about me, but not everyone is built like me. Not everyone is gonna be able to handle you know, hate like I handle hate. Like, I don't give a fuck when I get hate. So let's get up, guys. Woo, Marapraya is stabbing me. Oh, can somebody give me money right now? I need new fucking tits. Damn it. Anyway, let's get into WWRD. I have nothing more to say. I actually have a lot to say, but I'm not going to say anymore because I'm on my period. And I just spent 1.2 at clicks today. And I don't regret anything. I do it once a year. Like, there's 1 month in a year where I just spend over 1,000 rand, 2 grand in clicks just because I can, you know. I do it each and every single year, but I don't do it every month. So it's like a once in a year kind of thing. Biannually, once in a year, just depending on how the year looks like financially. Anyway, am I the asshole? My wife demands that I shower at night, not AM, like in the AMs. Calls me disgusting. No, you're not the asshole. But please, if you can, shower twice a day. If you feel like, yeah. My wife demands that I shower at night and says I am not allowed in the bed. Yes. Like, imagine moto abuwa. Like, you go do what you do during the day, and then you come back home with your outside clothes and all the dirt and all the viruses you've picked up from outside, and you want to lay on the bed on these clean sheets. No ways, guys. Especially if you've had a long day. Like, if you know you have work that requires you to work vigorously, like, and you sweat and this and that, even if you're at the office, like, you're still interacting with people, and you don't know where their hands have been and where they've been, but they out here hugging you and touching you. Like, tlhapang, guys, tlhapang. I was not energy of tlhapa, I understand that, because sometimes it feels like a chore. But like, I feel like I feel disgusting. I have a 2-step wash body routine, and then I have a whole thing for my neck. I scrub it down because I don't like, I have hyperpigmentation, and my mom always thought that me being dark on my neck was because I was dirty, and it's not. I just have darker skin on my neck and on my stomach and in my inner thighs and under my tits and behind my knees and right here on the other side of my elbows, whatever. You guys get what I'm saying. I have hyperpigmentation because I'm dark skinned. Tlhapang, the whole Ronaldo routine, guys, the whole. But I saw there was a hand scrub thingy. I have a whole routine for my feet too. My feet are never calloused and cracked and dry. Never. Feet are supposed to stay soft. Tlhapang. Oh, Jehovah. Anyway, I'm not allowed in the bed, and I am disgusting, and it's unattractive. I'm with the wife. I sometimes like to shower in the morning when I'm already tired at big time. Okay, I get that. I work in a clean office setting, and all of my dirty articles of clothing are obviously off before I try to get into bed. Okay, you know what? That's reasonable, because I was about to say offices are not cleaned. I don't know if you guys know this, but they don't clean offices the way they're supposed to. I would clean my office if I was getting paid for it. If I was covered in dirt or something, I would shower, but I'm not. Am I the asshole, or is she being controlling. Edit. I usually shower at night in order to appease her wishes. This is only when I'm extremely tired and I just want to sleep. She also lets our dirty dog sleep in the bed. Your wife might be the disgusting one, because why is she letting a dog in the bed? For you. Wait again, before I continue, what do I want to say? Someone switches on their Wi-Fi, switches on their phone, opens Twitter, gets to typing, to post. The worst thing you could ever do in your life is marry an educated woman who has her own things. What? Oh, black men are the weakest link in society, like bottom of the barrel. If you want to see a disappointment, go date a black man. You. And this is how they think. All of them agreeing in the comments. Yeah, we're sick and tired of these feminist bitches. I'm like, that's not what feminism is, love. I don't know if... Also, mommy wouldn't be proud of these comments, because this is not how mommy raised you. Imagine giving birth to a kid, a boy, for it to hate you one day, after all these sacrifices you've made for it, after all you have done to raise it and keep it fed and clothe it, and then it hates you at the end. That's crazy. And these are the very same men who go, nobody cares about men's mental health. You know why we don't care? Because you're always in women's business. Maybe stay out of women's business and start caring about men's business. Maybe we'll start caring about men's mental health. But until then, you're always on the internet commenting about how women should look, dress, smell, sound, walk, this, that, da. When are you going to focus on men's mental health? Only busy ka dilo tsa batho. Only busy ka dilo tse o busy ka dilo tse dintsi, tlola tse dintsi. Ya therapy. Oh, I feel like women should stop giving birth to boys. Women should stop giving birth to boys. I can already hear it. Oh my god, it's already too late. What do I do now? Oh no, I already have 2 of them. They're like 16 and 15. Throw it in the river and feed it to the crocodiles the way they did in the Bible. Thanos would agree. Pharaoh in the Bible had a point. Throw it in there and feed it to the crocodiles. Crocodiles are hungry too, so you're doing a good deed. Anyway, am I the asshole for saying no to my girlfriend's tradition in quotation marks, by the way? Based on that title, no, because it's mama's tradition, religion, whatever, is none of your business, to be honest. I, male 30, lost my younger brother when I was 22. He had cancer and fought very hard. Ever since, I've been donating blood on the anniversary of his death here. I take the day off from work, visit his grave, donate blood, and then come home, relax, and watch his favorite movie. That's so fucking cute. I wish more men were this fucking empathetic and emotional. I know it's a simple personal tradition, but it means a lot to me. My girlfriend of 9 months, Anna, female 31, asked me if I could meet her and her mom. I have met her many times before, and it wasn't the meet the parents for the first time situation. I told her no and explained again about what I do on my brother's death anniversary. Sorry. She got upset and said, well, it's my tradition to have lunch with my mom every time she's in town, and she really wanted to see you. So is mom gonna bring his brother back or what? Because there's no way this lunch is important to a point where you have to miss. Like if it's a ritual you have created for yourself every year on your brother's death, and what is the mom gonna do that's gonna make the day any better than it already is? Come on now. This is... Anyway, I explained to her that it's not about the blood donation. Later in that evening, while I was resting and watching my brother's favorite movie, she texted me again, asking me to join them in. I reiterated that I really didn't want to and would hang out with her mom next time. She replied that I embarrassed her in front of her mom with my selfishness and laziness. If since then she's been distant, do I owe her an apology? Am I the asshole? No. No, you're not the asshole. So her random lunch with her mom should trump your ritual that you have been doing for about 8 years now. What? What the good lady, baby? Every time I'm like, I like to say that teenage girls are dumb, but it's not their fault. They're young, yada yada yada. And then every time I say that, another 20-something-year-old or 30-year-old girl or woman in her 40s proves me wrong every time. Like, it's not only teenage girls. Sometimes women are dumb forever. Like, men are dumb, yes. They never get smart, ever. But ladies, no ways. Every time I go, teenagers are dumb. But it's not their fault. They're just teenagers. Hormones, we don't know what's going on in their heads. They don't know what's going on in their heads. They're a little bit confused, yada, 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 yada. And then a 30-something-year-old woman comes on the internet and proves me wrong. Or I interact with another 40-something-year-old woman at the mall and then she proves me wrong. Wow. There's some ladies who never grow out of being dumb. Ever. And it shocks me. Because it's not most of us, no. Because if it was, we'd have a very big problem. It's not most of us. It's a very small percentage of us. But it's too much of us for me to even make the statement. Wow. Am I the asshole for refusing to discuss my daughter's name with my family because they want me to change it? No. Again, if it's your uterus and your eggs and your vagina and your body and your mouth and your everything, then why should anyone else's opinion matter? I mean, why should you care about anyone else? I, 25 female, gave birth to my daughter Sloan. 14 weeks ago. I love the name Sloan. My husband, 30 male, and I didn't announce her name until she was born. The reason for this is because I knew my family didn't like the name Sloan and would spend their time trying to talk us out of the name. Families balo. I know this because I started loving the name Sloan when I was a kid. Shit, I'd name my daughter Sloan too. There was a girl in my class from 1st to 3rd grade, and I told my family at that time I thought her name was really cool, and they told me it wasn't, and my parents said it wasn't even a real name. I feel like at some, you hit a certain age where you need to just stop listening to your parents because now they sound stupid. And you hit a certain age where you're like, damn, she really knows fucking nothing. Yeah, she has my best interest at heart, but I should probably stop listening to her because she gives terrible advice. And if she listened to her own advice, she would be so behind in life. And she's keeping me back. You reach a point in your life where you should really stop listening to your parents or caring about their opinions or advice or anything. Because at the end of the day, they're still human. And they're not smart at all. They have much more life experience, yes. But we live in a different world. Again. So they really, really don't know nothing. I brought it up a few times, but I remember the negativity. I even remember my mom pitying her because of it. When I was 14, she even brought her up and told me she bet Sloan was going by her middle name or a nickname by then. When I was 16, one of my friends transferred schools after a move. And mentioned Sloan was in her class and still used Sloan. I rubbed it in my mom's face so hard, but she told me it was still an ugly name, and she felt bad for the girl who had to have it as her name. My parents preferred the names like Anna, James, Elizabeth, William, and Hannah. Fuck. No, these are ugly ass names, plain Jane names, which are my siblings and my names. They think those are sophisticated and classic. They're classic, yes, not sophisticated. I don't look at a Hannah and think sophistication. Trust me, I don't. easy to use through my life. They don't think Sloane's a kid's name, just not a real name. So ugly. Oh, I was lucky that my husband loved the name, and when you know what, as long as your husband loves the name, you agreed to name your baby, and that's cool. Otherwise, stop fucking listening to your parents. They're not the one going through labor pains, or well, they don't do anything actually. They just sit there and give unsolicited advice. So don't listen to anyone else. Tell them to shut the fuck up and shove it up their ass. Respectfully, of course. Anyway, I stopped watching Scandal because I'm pissed. Am I the only one who's Team Melly? I want Melly to win so bad. She's not innocent, but she is a victim. She's not innocent, but she is a victim. And how long is it going to take? People are like, Melly's not innocent. We know that, but she's a victim. You know who's not a victim? Olivia. She's a perpetrator. She creates problems and she fixes them. That's what she does. She fixes problems she creates. And throughout the whole season, we are gaslit into believing that Fitz is a good president. But if he was, then wouldn't he win an election on his own? The first election he won because it was rigged. Second one, they got sympathy votes. What? Throughout the whole season, I haven't seen Fitz do anything for the people. All I've seen is him feed his inner demons and fucking Olivia. That's all I fucking see. Every time, how is she? When her name is mentioned, is that look. I said, don't mention her name again. I'm like, what? Sir, people are dying in other countries. Why don't you have a fucking conference to attend with powerful leaders of other countries and something? Now you're in Vermont with Olivia. Like, no, be so fucking for real right now. The whole series is a waste of fucking time. I'm on season, I don't know what season I'm on, but it's a waste of motherfucking time. So anyone, next and last one. Did I say anyone? Anyway, shit. My whole right side is starting to numb. Hold on, let's get through this real quick. My the asshole for blowing up at my girlfriend after therapy backfired. Yes. If you guys are in therapy and you don't like the things you heard at therapy, then you should probably go to therapy alone, and you're probably the one that needs therapy the most. Yes, you're the asshole. Why would you blow up after therapy backfired? Anyway, my 28 male girlfriend, he's 28 male girlfriend, Emma, 27 female, and I have been together for 6 years. I'm gonna need Americans to learn English real quick. For most of that time, we've been happy, like really happy. The kind of relationship people say just works, you know? We were always on the same page, really fought and genuinely enjoyed each other's company. But over the past year, things started to feel different. Small arguments here and there, more miscommunication, and just this weird sense that we weren't as in sync as we used to be. Yeah. She had her frontal lobe developed. That's what happened. It wasn't anything major, just the usual wear and tear stuff, or so I thought. Emma, however, seemed to be more concerned. She started pointing out issues I wasn't even aware of, like how I supposedly wasn't listening enough or wasn't as emotionally available as I used to be. I admit we've been busy. You guys have been together for 6 years? So ever since she was 21 and you were 22. What? No ring, nothing. Yeah, she's tired of you. Her frontal lobe is telling her, get the fuck out of this relationship. He's holding you back. Anyway, I admit I've been busy with work, but I thought we were doing okay still. May need to stop thinking. Still, I didn't want to dismiss her feelings. Then about 6 months ago, she suggested we go to couples therapy. Now, I've always been a bit skeptical about therapy unless things are really bad. The fact that he's skeptical about therapy in general scares the fuck out of me. I need a man who doesn't perpetuate the therapy stigma. You leave this man alone. But I agreed because I figured it couldn't hurt. She said she found a great therapist through a friend, and we should give it a try. I wasn't familiar with this Lily, but Emma was excited about it, so we booked our first session. At first, the session seemed fine. Lily asked good questions, got us to open up, and gave us some tools to communicate better. I feel like I was doing my best to listen and improve, but something about it felt a little off. Every time we talked about any issue, it seemed like Lily was always sorry, I'm off today. Siding with Emma. If I mentioned being stressed from work, she steered the conversation towards how I wasn't giving enough attention to Emma. If I brought up a disagreement, somehow it became about my communication issues. After a few weeks, Emma started using phrases like Lily thinks, "Ooh, you should do this," or Lily says you need to work on that. It felt like everything I did was being scrutinized and dissected by this woman I barely knew. You're paying her to do that. Are you dumb? I didn't want to be paranoid, but it seemed like Lily was slowly convincing Emma that I was the problem in the relationship. And every time I tried to voice my own concerns, they were brushed aside. I tried to push through it, thinking maybe I was being defensive, but it didn't stop. Every session, the same dynamic. It was like Lily was planting seeds of doubt in Emma's head. And Emma was, maybe it's because you guys have been together for 6 years and you still haven't married her. You say, you know when people are like, this is my boyfriend, we've been together for 6 years. How are you so comfortable saying that so fucking bravely, with so much confidence? 6 years? 6 years? What is this? High school? Primary? Wiralang? Fetsang. But who are getting high school? Ebe ba fetsa ka nako eo. 6 years? Hey. Boyfriend. Things reached a boiling point a couple of weeks ago. During the session, Lily started suggesting that maybe we should consider a break so I could work on myself more. That felt like a slap in the face. I've been trying to work. This is so yada. It's long. He gives us a long ass backstory. We don't need this extra information. Am I the asshole? I don't know what the comments are saying. Huh? Hold on. The comments are saying, I think you can actually take legal action and you really should. That stranger was pretending to be a licensed therapist, used it to extort information you would not share other. Hold on. Let's go back. After that session, I couldn't hold it anymore. I blew up at Emma and we got home. I told her I didn't trust Lily's judgment and it felt like she was feeding Emma reasons to blame me for everything wrong in the relationship. Emma got defensive, saying I was overreacting, that Lily was just trying to help us work through our issues. We didn't talk for a few days and I started feeling guilty for snapping. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe therapy really was exposing flaws I needed to work on. But then something happened that blew everything wide open. Last week, we went to a mutual friend's party. While there, I overheard Emma and her friend Sarah talking in the corner, giggling about something. I caught just a bit of their conversation. I can't believe you pulled it off for this long. Poor guy thinks she's an actual therapist. I immediately confronted them, and that's when Emma's face turned pale. Sarah quickly tried to backtrack, but the truth spilled out. Turns out Lily isn't a licensed therapist at all. She was one of Emma's close friends from college who thought it'd be fun to help Emma fix me by posing as a therapist. That's crazy. Oh, she's a psycho. Oh, you're sleeping with a psycho. Oh, okay. Emma had set this whole up because she thought I wouldn't agree to therapy otherwise. They figured that with Lily playing that part, they could guide me into becoming a better boyfriend without me knowing. I felt completely betrayed. For months, I had been spilling my heart out to someone who wasn't even qualified to help, and Emma had been in on it the whole time. All those sessions where I felt attacked and manipulated suddenly made sense. because I was being manipulated. When I confronted Emma about how messed up this was, she broke down, saying she never meant to hurt me and that she just wanted to help us grow as a couple. But honestly, I don't know how to move past this. I haven't been able to look at her the same since. Now Emma and her friends are saying I overreacted, that it was just a white lie. White lie? Meant to help our relationship, but I feel like I've been gaslit and lied to for months. So, am I the asshole for blowing up at my girlfriend when I found out our therapist was a total fraud? No. No. Matter of fact, get a new girlfriend. Oh, she's gonna kill you. Oh, she's gonna kill you. Yes, she will. You know how I know? I'm a psycho too. I would do the same thing. She's going to kill you. This is something I would do. This is something I would think of. Oh my god, she's a fucking genius. I'm not praising her or condoning this behavior. It is wrong and I should probably seek help too. But that's not the fucking point. The point is, you are not the asshole. Oh my god, seek legal counseling right now. Oh my god. 8 people are currently typing under this thread. Ah! That's crazy. What do you mean? Ah, how I love being a woman. I mean, men do despicable things all the time. All she did was make her friend pretend to be a therapist. A man would have killed her. That's what a man would have done. Killed her, sexually abused her, financially abused her. That's what a man would have done. Hit her. Done some terrible things. I love that one. Wait, let me save this shit. This is so fucking hilarious. This is so... Oh my god, I need to... Hold on. Let me save this shit. Let me save this shit. Because one day I'm going to need it for when I get into a relationship, right? Woo! That's the end of the ep, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. You'll never tell me that you enjoy the episodes. Comment now and tell me I enjoyed it. Without no context. Don't say I enjoyed the episode. Say I enjoyed it. No context at all, because that could mean anything. Comment that right now. Bye. See you next week and the week after and the week after, because I said I was going to be consistent until Kingdom Come. Amen.